Today, let us start off with one more new topic under this web technologies, that is React.js. What is this React is like? React is a free open source JavaScript library. So this React, we won't call it as a framework, we call it as a JavaScript library created by Facebook. Created by what? Facebook. Now we call it as Meta. Now React is used for building user interfaces. React is for what purpose? For building the user interfaces. So whenever you want to develop user interfaces, we can make use of React. Then React is used to develop single page applications. React is used for what? To develop single page applications where data changes frequently, without needing a full page reload. Whenever you make a request in our application, in our browser, instead of reloading the complete web page, only part of the page will get reloaded. So such type of applications we call it as single page applications. So by using React, we can even develop single page applications. Then why to choose this React? Why React? So why we go with React here is it is component based. It is what? Component based. Here in the case of React, all the UIs, what are the user interface we are creating, we built from small reusable components. So you can see UIs means user interfaces are built from small reusable self-contained pieces called components. So in the case of React, everything will be in the form of component. For example, if you consider this is our web page. So when you consider this web page, a small part of area in your web page, we can consider them as what? Components. So this is component 1, this is component 2, component 3. So components are the basic building blocks for designing our web pages. So this React is component based. Then next one, declarative. So what is this declarative is? Describe the desired UI for a given state. So what are the state we are having? State means the data. We can consider like data. So based on the data, we can describe the desired UI. Then React handles the DOM updates. So what is the meaning of DOM? We have discussed it in JavaScript. DOM means document object model. So to go to the respective element and modify the content of that element. And this React is going to handle that DOM very easily. And one more feature of React is it comes with virtual DOM. It comes with what? Virtual DOM. So what React is going to do is React keeps a lightweight copy. React keeps what? A lightweight copy of the real DOM. What React is going to do, it's going to keep a lightweight copy of real DOM in memory. Then next what it is going to do is compares it against the previous version. Compares it with the previous version, means previous UI. So what React is going to do, it's going to keep a copy of your actual original DOM in memory, and it's going to compare with the previous version, means previous UI, and updates only what changed. Only what changed. It won't replace the complete DOM here. So only what changes have done, only that is going to be updated. So in that way, your React applications will be more faster. So making updates fast. Next feature is huge ecosystem. Huge ecosystem meaning massive community. It's having massive community. Then countless libraries. It's having countless libraries related to routing, related to state management, UI kits like this. And strong tooling support. So it's going to even support some of the other tools also. Right? So because of these features like component based, declarative, virtual DOM, huge ecosystem. So because of these features, React is becoming more popular. Now, let us see how to set up React project. React project setup. So in order to set up this React, we need first thing what you require is install Node.js. We need to install Node.js. So to get Node.js, we can open browser and search for nodejs.org. Here you can find the option get Node.js. So once you click on this get Node.js, we can download Node.js for your respective operating system. Here get Node.js. Once you go here, you can download for Windows, you can download for Mac, Linux like this. And just we need to click on this Windows installer. It's going to download the file that we need to install. MSI means Microsoft Installer. So it's a simple installation. Then, how to check whether our system is having Node.js? To verify, open command prompt or terminal. Set your command prompt. Just use the command node-v. V means version. V means what? Version. Then, next, we can even check one more command, npm -v. So what is this npm? npm stands for Node Package Manager. So when we install this Node.js, it automatically comes with this npm also. So what is the need of this npm Node Package Manager? In order to create our React projects and in order to add some tools for our project, we make use of this npm command. Even this npm command is used to build our React project. Now let us verify. Open command prompt by typing cmd int run or search. Then use the command here node-v. If it is showing version to us means node has been installed. Even we can check npm-v. So npm also has been installed. Next, once we get this Node.js, the next thing what you require here is a text editor, which can open folders like Sublime Text or Visual Studio Code. We can even call it as VS Code. This is recommended. Now, how to get this? Download VS Code. How to get this VS Code? You can make use of this URL like code.visualstudio.com. So this is the URL we can use to download Visual Studio Code. So in this page, you can download this Visual Studio Code for Windows, Linux, and Mac. So based on your operating system, you can download it yourself. Right? Now, next one, we require the next one, Vite setup. So by using this Vite, we call it as Vite, the pronunciation. So by using this Vite only, we are going to install this React. Now, Vite is used to create a React project. It is used for what? To create a React project. Now, so let us see how to go with this. For this one, here, create a folder React.js. So in your C drive, you can say md React.js. Then now, so here cd React.js. Now we are in React.js folder. Or simply let me go with the name React, create a folder React. Okay, so now we are in React folder. Now in this folder, we have to make use of this Vite in order to create a React project here. Now let me show this. We have to use the command npm create Vite @latest. We have to use this command. Let me show this. Let us work in this folder. Let me close this one. Let us work in our project folder, C drive. This one, let me create one folder in our project folder, that is Java Online 4. Let me create one more new folder, React. Now open this folder in command prompt. I'm opening this folder in command prompt. Now in this folder, let us create a React project. How to create? See, npm create, use the command Vite @latest. So it's asking, need to install the following packages, create Vite, then click Y to proceed, just to type Y here, then press enter key. Then it will ask you the project name. It will ask you what project name. I'm giving the project name like React project. I'm giving the project name React project. Then next it is asking to select a framework. Since I want to work with React, by using keyboard arrow marks you can navigate. See here, now I need to choose React. Press enter key. Then it is asking select a variant. So here I want to use JavaScript. So by using keyboard arrow marks, you can navigate, select JavaScript. Then which linter to use? You can go with OXLint. Just press enter key. Then install with npm and start. Okay, install with npm and start. Then you can just say yes. Select yes. That's it. So it's going to add the dependencies. It's going to install the dependencies using npm. See, once it builds, see, it's asking open browser and type this URL localhost 5173. So open browser and type the URL http://localhost:5173. Press enter key. If you are getting this information, so if you are getting this image on our browser screen, that means the React project has been created successfully, right? So once we use this command, type Y here. Next, it will ask you the project name. It will ask you the project name. Give the project name like React project. Any name. Then it will ask you select a framework. So in our case, we are choosing React. Then select a variant. So we are going with the JavaScript. It will ask you which linter to use. So we are choosing OX lint. Then it will ask you next install with npm and start now. Choose yes. That's it. Okay. Then next step, open browser. Once it starts, open browser and type the following URL. Type the following URL. What is that? http://localhost:5173. Okay. So why this port number is 5173? Why they have chosen this 5173? They are having a comparison like V. V means what? In Roman letter, what we use? This one. 5. 5 is indicated what here? Roman V here. 1. See here. It's looking like I know. 1 is looking like I. Then T. T. See this 7 is looking like T. Then E. So when you take E, so reverse E. When you take reverse E, how it looks? 3. Like this. So that's the reason they have chosen this port number for running our React project using Vite. So these are the steps we need to follow in order to create a React project using Vite. Got it up to here? How to terminate this? Using Q. Once you press Q and press enter key, it's going to terminate. Q is for terminating. Type Q to terminate. The build process. Now, let us understand the React workflow, how it works. How it works here is the workflow. Open React project folder in Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. So we are in C drive, React drive. In that, say CD React project. Now we are in React project folder. Here we need to use a command code to open this current folder in our Visual Studio Code. Let me show this. So we are in React folder, CD React project. Now we are in React project. Open this project in Visual Studio Code. How to open? Code dot. That's it. The project folder will get opened in Visual Studio Code. Okay. In this one, let us understand the folder structure here. React folder structure. React folder structure. Now, in this one, it goes with node_modules. See, it contains a folder C under React project folder node_modules. So what is the use of this? Stores installed packages automatically. So what are the packages we are having? To store that installed packages, we go for node_modules. Next, we are having public folder. Public stores static files like images and icons. Next one, SRC. This is the main important folder for us. SRC, main working folder. This is our main working folder for React development. Next one, package.json. It contains about the project information and dependencies. Then we are having one more, Vite.config.js. So here it contains Vite configuration file. This we call it as Vite configuration file. And then now let us understand more about this src folder. Under src folder, you can see the files like app.jsx, index.css, main.jsx, and one more, index.html. Index.html. Okay. So what are the important files here? Index.html, main.jsx, app.jsx, and app.css. Okay. All these are present in assets folder. Now, let me elaborate. Inside src folder. So first index.html. So this content is rendered. This content is rendered on browser. So whatever the content you are seeing over here, no? This content from where you are getting? From this index.html. So this content is getting displayed on our browser. Then in this index.html, see in body section, we have taken C script type module src main.jsx. So this index.html is referring to which file? Main.jsx. So next one, main.jsx. So what is this main.jsx? Is main root component. So this main.jsx, we call it as React application entry point. React application entry point. So since in index.html, we are referred to this src main.jsx, it's going to load this main.jsx. In this main.jsx, see it's creating one element, document.getElement by root. It's referring to this root element, document.getElement by root. So in this one, we are using one componency app. This app, this stack, whatever we are using now, this is our app component. Okay, so this main.jsx is going to load your app component. So you can see app.jsx. So whatever the content present in this app, no, this app, how it looks, the name of the file is app.jsx. Here we have to create a function app, capital case. It starts with capital case. So whatever the content you are returning, this content will be displayed on our browser. Okay. Then the styling for this app.jsx is done by using app.css. So this is these are the styling for us. Let me document. So after main, app.jsx. So what is this app.jsx? Is main root component loaded first. This is the main root component loaded first. Then app.css. These are the styles defined for app.jsx file, or you can say app component. Then we are having one more, index.css file. This is for global styles. These are for what? Global styles applied to the project. Applied to the project. Right? Now, coming to this app.jsx. So this is the content which gets loaded. Now, if I remove this complete code, just I'll keep only import app.css, and I'm removing all this complete code. All the code we are removing. This one. At the end, we should have this export default app. Means some code also got removed. So let me create one division. This is all not required. And let me make this app.css also total. Let me remove this code. So no styles. So we are having this app.jsx, and in this app.jsx file, we are returning some content. So that the content which you want to render on your browser screen. So we have to create what? A function app with parentheses, open and close curly braces. Here we have to return here this one. So here if I say I'm creating one element, let me say like this, simple. Let me write here, return I'll say h3, welcome to Raj Technologies. I'm just going with the message h3, welcome to Raj Technologies. Now see here on your browser. So we have to run, right? So we have to run this one is npm run dev. So what is the command to run our project? To run React project. What we have to use at your prompt. So when you are in project folder, here we have to use the command npm run dev. So once we use this command, it is going to build our project. Let's see, it's asking to open in browser. So once we reload the page, see, we are getting see the result. Welcome to Raj Technologies. So whatever the content present in app.jsx, it's going to display for us. Okay, it's going to display. Now, go to this app.css, you can provide the styles. For h3 element, you can say color some blue. Here, we are going to get the color as blue over here. Right? So by using this app.css, we can do the styles also. Okay. So let me provide this code in our document so that you can refer. App.jsx, app.css. So you can make use of this code to practice. Then what is this JSX? So what is this JSX is? JSX means JavaScript XML. JSX stands for what? JavaScript XML. So JSX is a syntax extension. JSX is what? It's a syntax extension for JavaScript that looks like HTML. So here, what are the code I've written here? We have written no return h3 tag. So this is looking like our HTML code only. So looks like our HTML, but actually this is our JSX code. So what is this? It's a syntax extension for JavaScript that looks like HTML, but works inside JavaScript code. That works for inside JavaScript code. Then it gets compiled. It gets compiled by Babel. This JSX code is compiled using Babel into regular React dot create element calls. Create element calls. So whenever we use this h3 tag here in our JSX code, so this tag internally it's going to convert using this element. So React dot create element h3. So internally the code will be written in JavaScript by using this call React dot get element calls. Then JSX makes writing component markup for more readable than nested calls. Okay, than nested calls. Okay. So the function, when you go for JSX, the function should start with the capital case. The JSX function should start with a capital case. Now, when you go for JSX, we write the code like this: constant element equal to h3 hello world. H3. So this is the code what you are writing in JSX. So once this code gets compiled, how the compiled output will be like? Compiled output will be like, it is going to create like this constant element. So internally it writes react dot create element. So when I'm writing the code in this format in JSX, internally it's going to compile like this. It's going to use this call react dot create element. What is the element here? H3. The element name is H3, comma, null, comma, then the value is hello world. Like that, it's going to convert. So it's going to create one element called as H3. It's going to create the element H3. That means no attributes passed to this element. And this is the content between the element. So internally, this JSX code will be compiled in this format. Okay, right? So please practice this compulsory. Very, very important. Nowadays, many people are making use of React to develop the front-end part. Right? Any questions, anyone? So please practice up to here. So next class, Monday, we'll go with the remaining part of React, where we are going to discuss about functional components, and even we'll see how to go with embedding JavaScript expressions. Right? Thank you very much and happy day. Thank you.